Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20. Five-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claymore in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. For the Chicago Bears, Charles, it's kind of the dust settles on this season. How do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But this is a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in the seasons to come.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
3 down, these 2.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. Edelman, the 7th wide receiver to be named Super Bowl MVP. 10 catches, 141 yards in that game, Charles.
And just think, if Julian Edelman had followed his heart initially, he would have gone to Canada to play quarterback, which is what he played at Kent State. But he wanted to play in the NFL, willing to make the change to receiver. And how well has that paid off for not just him, but the New England Patriots?
Paid off really well, and he can hide that Super Bowl MVP trophy right in that beard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. For Gronk, of course, the big question, has he played his last game in the NFL?
Well, we won't have to wait too long to find out if he sticks with what he told everyone after the ball game. Expects to make a decision in about a week or so. We'll find out. If indeed that was his last game, not only did he go out a winner and on top, how about 6 catches for 87 yards? And don't forget that huge 29-yarder to set up the Patriots' only touchdown.
And speaking of the number 29, that's his age. He'll turn 30 in May. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. They'll run with White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go, let's go.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Adrian Claiborne in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On second down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, 45 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ibuprofen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll throw with Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. Now, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Trubisky from his end zone on 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Wait, 20! We need him! Rip! Hey, Alabama. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now Brady throwing on second down. And a dump off to White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Go. No, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the third team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Gotta go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 54 yards. Oh, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gotta go.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 36 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy, and of course when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Brady. Pretty move. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll be a Patriot first down as Brady finds Patterson. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Patterson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Brady now on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Brady again here on second and 10. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Past the 20. And able to find Dorsett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Lock in, lock in. Back. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flush to his right, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Lock in. Hey, gotta go.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Let's go.
Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Lock in, lock in. Hey, 18. Gotta go.
Now Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 11.
20. 220. Go. Ready. Move. Go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now a carry for White. Oh, spinning away. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Brady to Gronkowski. Cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot 1st down.
Hold 50. Regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Khalil Mack in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, now Brady. This one left side caught by Patterson. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for the Patriots, and even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Alabama, 380. Let's go.
He's going to get it running right, twisting away. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, New England. Dwayne Allen from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
18. Lock in.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 40 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here. put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go play action here on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wait! Wait!
Brady going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Go! Go!
Brady to throw on second down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 55 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Brady going to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game?
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right